Welcome to session 2 of your training plan. So this week we're going to focus on consistency, but what we're going to focus on this week is consistency of your topspin against the backspin ball. So it's building on session 1 where we just focused on the consistency of your counter hit strokes. So we're going to start with a physical warm-up, and this week we suggest we're going to start with some jogging, and then we're going to do a couple of minutes of some sidestepping, and then finish off with some stretches. If you've got any queries about that, you can check the Training Secrets Revealed DVD. Our on-table warm-up this week is similar to session 1. So we're going to start by doing some forehand to forehand for 5 minutes, focusing on making sure you're getting the ball in the middle of your racket, developing that consistency, and also starting to track the ball and watch the ball well. Then we're going to move on and do 5 minutes on the backhand side. Our first training drill is forehand topspin against block. Now, even though our focus for this session is topspin against backspin, it's important to just get the topspin stroke correct against block. So here we're going to aim to do 200 successful forehand topspins, and I'm going to see how many mistakes it takes me to get to 200. Of course, ideally, I want to make no mistakes, but you can see how many mistakes it takes you to get to 200 successful topspins. Once you've completed your 200 topspins, then you swap over and your partner does the forehand topspin and you do the blocking. The next drill we're going to do is we're going to do our forehand pushing, and then we're going to make a forehand topspin. And that's the end of the rally. So I have to make 20 successful forehand topspins before we change. So I do forehand push, and whenever I'm ready, I make a forehand topspin. This is an important exercise to practice because often in a game you need to make the push and then convert it to a topspin. So practicing that conversion from the push to the topspin is an important drill that you need to practice often. Because we're working on consistency today, we're going to wait for the right ball and then make your forehand topspin. As you get better, you should be trying to look for the first ball to make your topspin. Each time I make the forehand topspin, that's the end of the rally. Remember, after you've made 20 successful topspins, then it's your partner's turn to do the same exercise. So next we're going to start with the backhand push. So we're going to start by doing some backhand pushing, but in a game situation, if you're being pinned down on the backhand side, you want to be able to pivot and make your forehand topspin. So that's the drill that we're going to practice now. So backhand push, and when I'm ready, I pivot and make the forehand topspin. And that's the end of the rally. When I complete 20 successful forehand topspins, then it's my partner's turn. This is the first of our match drills. So the match drill is a drill where you're starting with a service and then playing a rally like you would in a match. For this drill, I'm going to start with a backspin serve. Jeff's going to push the ball to my forehand box, and I'm going to make a forehand topspin. And that's the end of the rally. I've got to do that 40 times successfully before it's Jeff's turn. That's 2. Three.
So now we're up to one of my favourite parts of the training session, games. So the first game, we're going to build on the last match drill we did, which was the third ball attack. So we're going to turn this into a game by counting how many successful third ball attacks I can do. So the game's just going to be up to 11, 2 serves each as per a normal game. If I make the third ball attack, I win the point regardless of what happens next. So serve with backspin, make the attack, didn't, lose the point. Love 1. Okay. Serve with backspin, make the attack, 1-all. Now it's Alois' serve, and we continue on and see who gets to 11 first. Now during this third ball game, when you're the blocker, even though if your opponent makes the ball on the table, they win the point, so you can't really win it with the block, it's still a good opportunity to practice your block. So concentrate and try and learn from it and try and make your block better. So once again, in this session, after that third ball game, we're going to play some normal games up to 11. And again, during this games up to 11, the normal games, try and do a few backspin serves and see if you can make some third ball attacks as you did during the practice session.
And we're going to finish our session like we do for all of our sessions now with some service practice. For this session, you're going to practice your favourite serve. So decide which is your best serve, whether it's the pendulum, the backhand, the tomahawk, and practice getting it a little bit better. So getting it better by getting it shorter, closer to the net, or by getting it more accurate. So getting a target, putting it on the table and aiming for that target. So we're going to work really hard to improve our favourite serve. You've now completed session 2. So go off and record your session in the Ping Skills Vault. So if you've got any questions about your training session, you can contact us, or even better, use the Ask the Coach section.